There's a legal battle brewing between Quicken Loans and the federal government. Last week, you may recall, Quicken sued the government. But today, the Justice Department filed its own lawsuit against the mortgage giant. And joining us now is Attorney Rod Dunlap. Ron, thank you so much for being with us. This is very complex, as most lawsuits are.
Yeah, definitely is.
Talk to us a little bit about what happened today.
Well, what you have today is a complaint was filed. And we need to remember at this point in time that all we have are allegations at this point in time. So the Department of Justice has filed a complaint, and they're making allegations against Quicken. Now, Quicken is what's called a direct endorsement lender. And a direct endorsement lender has the power to approve, originate, or underwrite loans. So what happens is if a loan goes bad, then the government may have to underwrite that and actually have to pay for it. So on some of these loans that have gone bad, the federal government is making accusations saying that there are things that could or should have been done by Quicken Loans in their process. So they're making allegations, and there's over 200 paragraphs in this complaint, and they're making a lot of allegations looking at that loan process and saying that they should not have approved certain loans, and that what ended up happening is the federal government ended up paying on a loan that they otherwise would not have had to make a payment on. And again, these are allegations.
Of course, as it was last week when Quicken filed a lawsuit. Let's talk about that one. It would appear, and I don't know this, but that they were almost trying to get ahead of this last week by Quicken filing their own lawsuit against the government. And what were they saying in that one?
Well, that's a good question. And what happens a lot of times in law is that a good defense is a good offense, and vice versa. So I don't really know. I don't know exactly what Quicken had in mind, but there's no doubt of what they alleged here. They alleged that there was some targeting going on. So they're saying we were unfairly targeted as a direct endorsement lender as opposed to other companies, and they're saying that the Department of Justice acted wrongly there. So now we have two lawsuits. We have a lot of allegations. We don't have a lot of facts.
And a lot of time to sort it out. But in the meantime, they're a huge lender. Loans will continue, I assume, to be written as usual.
There is nothing here that's saying that they can't write any loans anymore, and that's a big deal for Detroit because Quicken's a big employer.
Of course it is, hiring every day.
And that's a good thing, so they can continue to do business. Right now we're just at the point of allegations, and whenever you have litigation, you have a complaint filed, then you have depositions, you have interrogatories, and all these other things. So that's where we're going at this point.
Rod, thanks so much for dropping by and explaining this to us.